Hey everybody, I have with me here today Jeff Fuller. He's a lender, a mortgage guy with Prime Lending. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm great, Adam. Thanks for asking.
Cool. So I just wanted to go through today and ask you a few questions, a little bit about you, but then ask you a few questions like kind of about the mortgage process and what the buyer should expect. Is that all right with you?
Absolutely.
Cool. If you don't mind, just tell me a little bit about yourself and your company to start.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm not a mortgage guy. I'm Jeff, the mortgage ref, and I got that name from about 20, almost as 20 years actually in the industry here next year. So,
Wow.
2023 will be my 20-year anniversary in the mortgage industry. So, during that time, obviously, we've seen a lot ups and downs and everything in between. So, I use a lot of that knowledge in order to help our clients get exactly what they need. You know, I know the rules, I know the game, hence Jeff, the mortgage ref.
Okay, cool. And so what is there something that I guess I was going to ask what makes you different and why should buyers call you, but experience is one thing, obviously, but is there anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I like to make myself available. You know, people don't buy houses typically between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. A lot of people, they're looking at houses on the weekends after work. They're working during the day, so they can't answer questions or emails. So what differentiates me a lot is my availability. That's, anywhere from 8 a.m. till about 10 p.m. Monday through Sunday. Obviously, there's times I will have to step away or won't always be available, but I do have a terrible work-life balance where I work when other people are, shopping for houses. And if they have a question at 10 o'clock at night, they can text me. If they have a call at 8 a.m., they can call me at 8 a.m. And 95% of the time I'll answer or I'll respond, hey, I'll get back to you within the hour.
Cool. Okay. And so you work at Prime Lending, which is a brokerage, right? And you had the
So
choice.
we're actually a bank based out of Dallas, Texas, but we have a branch here in St. Louis.
Okay.
Which also means that, we have the availability to do loans all across the United States. Obviously, what we're talking here is mostly going to be in St. Louis. So we are licensed in Missouri. We're also licensed in Illinois and pretty much every state in the United States.
Okay. So I didn't even realize that you guys are a bank in Texas and
Yeah.
they've expanded across the country. And
Yeah, we're a big mortgage company with a small bank essentially. So my company understands that the basis of the business comes in mortgage. So our primary focus is mortgage, but by having the bank charter, it allows us to do business in all 50 states.
okay. And then in talking to you over the years, I think you guys offer lots of different products covering lots of different situations. Is that right? Do you
Yeah,
mind
that's
talking
absolutely
about
right. We offer the first-time home buyer, the investor who wants to buy a $40,000 house. Many lenders won't do a loan for less than $100,000 or $75,000. We'll do them as long as it's legally allowed. Some loan amounts get so small that you can't fit them into the box necessarily for typical financing. But if there's a loan product out there, we pretty much have it. And again, if you're looking for a first-time home buyer money, if you're looking for a $3 million house and everywhere in between, we can do it and we'll give you the same service no matter what your situation.
Yeah, I can say that's always been really cool about you is that I've noticed that you do kind of like treat everyone equally and you are willing to work with people regardless of how much money they have or
Yeah,
how much money they want to spend, right?
yeah, for every person, what may be a lot of money for somebody else isn't a lot of money for other people, and what is a little money for somebody else might be their entire life savings, and they save for 6 months in order to buy their $75,000 first house or their first investment property. And it's a big situation and it's a big deal for them. And, everybody should be treated the same as such.
That's cool. Okay. Well, if someone is talking to some other lender already, should they still call you?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If anything, you get a second opinion and you confirm, that exactly, hey, you're getting a fair deal. Or maybe they don't offer a program that maybe we do that can help you save some money, either an interest rate, down payment, or maybe you just confirm exactly what you already know. But having me give you a second opinion, I'll shoot you straight. That's another thing about me is if I think you're getting a better deal somewhere else, if I can't match it, I'll tell you to go there. But 99% of the time I'll match any deal. But if you're getting a fair deal and you just want an honest opinion on it, I'll certainly give you that.
Okay. And so, I know people sometimes are concerned about having to have their credit pulled multiple times and stuff. Is that a requirement just to call you and kind of get some information?
No, it's not. We can absolutely kind of run through some scenarios without a credit pull. But one thing that Prime Lending does that a lot of other lenders don't do is we actually offer a soft credit pull right now for those folks who aren't quite sure if they're ready to make that jump, or they're concerned about their credit scores. We can take a soft pull that doesn't impact their credit scores in any way. And we can kind of see where you're at, even get you a pre-approval. Now, before you were to close or finish the process, you would have to have a full, what we call tri-merge credit report done. But if you're just curious or you're not quite sure where your scores are at, we could do a soft credit pull, see if we can get you pre-approved off of that soft credit pull and not impact your credit scores in any way.
Okay, and so this pre-approval thing, can you tell us a little bit about that? Actually,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what's the process of working with you, and I'm guessing one of the first things is the pre-approval.
Yeah, well, one of the first things is actually just a conversation. We can do that, over the phone. We can do it in person. We can do it like we're doing here over a Zoom. That's as easy as we can make it. And what we kind of go over on that is what I call the three main criteria of purchasing a house. The first one is, like, as you mentioned, we're going to just talk about your credit a little bit. And we don't have to pull the credit, but we're going to talk about it just to get a feel for where you're at. Credit scores make a difference on what kind of loan product is going to be ideal for you and your needs. The second thing, and the pillar of it, is we look at income. We talk about your work history. Are you self-employed? Do you have other lines of revenue that are coming in? Do you have a second job? All that can impact your ability to repay the loan, which is why we also look at getting W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns. And then the third main criteria is your assets. Most programs, even if they're no down payment, would require something out of pocket, even an earnest money deposit or something along those lines. So we'll talk about your credit, we'll talk about your income, we'll talk about your assets, and then we kind of formulate a game plan. After that, then we can start talking about a pre-approval, and that's as simple as an application over the phone, through my website, or in person.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned all that. A lot of times I work with clients that are friends and family, or maybe a referral, something like that. And it's important to me that they know that I am personally never going to have to ask anything about their financials or know anything about their money, because I wouldn't want to have to tell my friend about my financial situation, so
Sure.
they can just call and tell you, and then it stays private. And basically you'll tell me what they're pre-approved to, right? But even if someone is pre-approved to here, that doesn't necessarily mean they want to spend that much, right?
Correct.
Do you see that a lot?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about finding that comfortability. Sure, you could qualify for a $400,000 house, but maybe your ideal payment is $1,800. We also determine in our conversation and our consultation what is going to be the best scenario for you and your needs. And when we try and fit it in that budget.
Yeah, totally. Okay, I love that. Yeah, I like to encourage people to kind of figure out the monthly payment that they're comfortable with.
That's
instead
exactly
of just
right.
going off of like sort of the maximum loan amount that you would do,
Or looking at Zillow or one of those websites that says the payment on this house may be this, but they don't look at it that it's factoring a 20% down payment. And maybe they're only looking at the minimum down payment, which is 3 to 3.5% with most homes in the St. Louis area.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I know I could sit here and probably talk to you for a few hours, and we could share stories and talk about all the different loans and stuff that are available. But I really wanted to kind of introduce you and tell me what is the best way for people to get a hold of you.
Where you can go to my website, www.jeffthemortgageref.com. Call or text at my cell phone, 314-258-9432. Or you could always also email me at jeff.fuller@primelending.com.
jeff.fuller@primelending.com. It seems like a lot of people like to do emails these days.
Yeah, absolutely. But some people are more comfortable face-to-face, and I really enjoy face-to-face as well, especially for first-time home buyers who may have a lot of questions, concerns. It can really alleviate a lot of that as well with a quick conversation, as opposed to a drawn-out text message chain or email chain.
Sure. Okay. I love it. Anything else we want to say?
No, I would just say Adam and myself, look forward to helping you on your home ownership journey. We're definitely here to help. again, I won't speak to his schedule, but if there's anything you need Monday through Sunday, from sunrise to sundown, usually you can get a hold of me. So I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Take care.
Thanks, Adam. Have a
Bye-bye.
good day. Cheers.